Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Lucas here. I'm a guitarist and producer, and I wanted to do a quick video today on these Ibanez AZ 2402 guitars. I actually have two of them now. This is the 6 string, and I also have the 7 string, which I got recently. So this video, I just wanted to quickly go through some of the differences between the two, and just do like a quick tone test. And I wanted to focus specifically on clean single coil sounds, which I thought would be interesting. It's not something that you commonly hear on 7 string, and I think it's a great feature, or like a great sound that you can get out of these guitars. So first things first, here's the 6 string. This is the ice blue metallic, and here, oops, is the 7 string model. Obviously it's a different finish, but the main thing is that this one actually has a Graph Tech nut, and different go-toe locking tuners. The 7 string actually has these ones that you twist in the back to lock, whereas the 6 string actually, which I don't like the tuners as much on that other one, because I guess they're supposed to lock themselves when you're winding, but I end up just using a flathead screwdriver to screw them in. Obviously this has like a matte finish, and that one's glossy. And other than that, they're pretty much the same. Yeah, it's just the nut and the tuners, and obviously this one has 7 strings. But yeah, they're pretty sweet guitars. It's hard to find like a Strat style 7 string guitar. This is why I was so interested in this model, because I really wanted to explore like clean single coil type guitar sounds. So that's what we're going to be doing today. As far as my setup goes for recording, so I'm going to be actually using a real amp. How exciting. So I have a Bogner Duende over here. We're just going to be using the clean channel. And I have a Strymon Big Sky and Timeline for just a little bit of ambience, but nothing too crazy. I wanted to keep it like kind of realistic, so it sounds sort of like what you'd be playing through or what you would hear in the room, just like right here. Obviously, there's a lot of videos of like high gain 7 string demos and stuff like that, and I'm all about that life, but I wanted to kind of keep it on the clean for now to explore that a bit. As far as the pickups go, we're going to be using this 5th position here, which is the single coil. So when I have this flipped up, it's just this coil, and down is these two, which sound twangier, and I think those are really cool sounds to focus on for today. And one last thing that I should note is that, oh yeah, I'm using a Rode NT2A condenser mic, just plugged in straight into my Apollo, so nothing fancy on the recording chain. And what else? Oh, strings. These are Elixir OptiWebs. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the same set for 7 string, so the 7 string has Diodario NYXLs, which I'm actually not a big fan of. But to be fair, these Elixirs are like really slippery, so it's hard to switch to anything after that. And these are 10 through 56. Those are 10 through 59. What else? Or sorry, 10 through 46, I meant to say. That's 10 through 59. They're just standard 10 gauge strings on both. And the picks that I'm using are these Jazz 3 Tortex, and this one's actually set up in E flat. That one's in standard. I've definitely spent some time. I've owned this guitar for longer, so I spent time kind of figuring out the setup, and I got it really nice now, so I'm leaving it. With the trem, it can be kind of complicated to get like good tuning stability and stuff. So I didn't change it for this video, but unfortunately that one's going to be in standard, and this one's a half step down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoy. Let's check out some of these sounds and see what we got, and I hope it's something that's like a little bit, realistic sounding, sort of something that could be usable to kind of identify any like tone differences and see if you want to buy this guitar or whatever, any of these two guitars. But yeah, check it out. So yeah, so I got the trem going. It's and if I flip this down, it gets a little twangier. I like it up better. Cool, so that's this one. I wanted to keep this quick. Not trying to be here all day. We'll do the 7-string now. So yes, this one's gonna be in standard. And same pickup, so I'm in 5th position, this guy with this flipped up, and then when I flip it down, it switches to these. So here's this type of vibe. I'll play something in the same key, or same relative key. Here's this flip down. Yeah, so I like it up a little better. Here's something that actually uses 7 olive strings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I'm out of tune. Great. So yeah, these are the two AZ. So this is the AZ24027, and that's just the 2402 Ice Blue Metallic. I really like the satin finish on this. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, so I'm still working on getting this intonation, or not intonation, trem set up the way that I want it. I'm probably going to mess with string gauge and stuff too. There's one last thing that I wanted to mention. There's a slight issue with the AZ trems where there's like a crunching noise. I've had it happen on both of these actually when you spin the trem around. Like this trem's actually very good. It's a Gotoh. It's not the exact 510. It's like a specific one that they made for Ibanez, but sometimes they develop like a crunching noise, but there's a fix for it. I put some lube in there, and there's a screw in here that you can loosen and tighten to kind of jostle to get it to sit right. But that's the only issue that I had with these axes. But other than that, yeah, I'm really happy, like especially with the versatility. We didn't really do high gain sounds, but it's great for that. It has like a really nice kind of screaming lead sound with like a lot of harmonics, very bright. Almost like a little squishy, just very satisfying to play, so that's cool. Plus all the single coils, which is great. It's almost like too many tones. I almost kind of wish that there was like no switch and just had the best ones like programmable into a 5-way. Or I don't know. I'm just saying, like sometimes it can be annoying to switch from like humbucker all the way up here and then flip this up. So, but in any case, it's cool. The tone knob is really good. Actually, I usually hate using tone knobs, but it sounds good on this guitar. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. Really though, like I obviously was considering getting a Soar, which they're really nice. Definitely like on a definitely a little bit higher of a craftsmanship level and stuff like that. But they're just so expensive, and good luck finding a 7-string. So I think these are a nice kind of just like cheaper alternative that basically do the whole like super strat thing, and for like a fairly reasonable price. They're very stable, and they kind of have all the appointments, and they're not like so expensive that you're like afraid to take this out to like a sweaty gig. Like really, these are meant to be played. They're expensive, but not like over $3,000. But anyway, I hope this was helpful. So let me know, and let me know what you think of the sounds, and yeah, I'll catch you guys pretty soon. All right, take it easy.